Finally, we're here in the heat of summer. We got warm water temps. That means the bass's metabolism is rocking. It's either got to eat a lot of meals or it's got to eat big meals. A lot of times I find the bigger fish really do want a big meal this time of year. They're lazy. They don't want to have to eat a lot. If they can eat a 6-inch bait versus a 3-inch drop shot worm, they're definitely going to do it. So one thing I really like to do to kind of beef up my profile this time of year is add a punch skirt to my Texas rig plastics. It's real simple to do. You just need a few different things. I'm going to show you real quick just how to rig it up, and I believe it'll make a difference for you too. So first we start out with a punch stop, a little bobber stop here. I got a red one, doesn't really mean anything. I use red, black, whatever's kind of available to me. So take that, throw it on the line. Next we got our weight. I got a 1 ounce weight here. Typically that's what I'm using when I'm throwing a punch skirt. Sometimes I drop down to 3/4, but usually it's a heavy weight. So we got our bobber stop, our weight on there. Next we got this little Nemesis punch skirt. It's got a lead punch hub. One thing I really like about that is it doesn't make a lot of distance between the weight and the hook. It keeps it kind of a compact, profile instead of having a big old plastic one out there that you're talking you got a 1/2 inch in between the weight and the hook. Alright, I got that threaded on there. Next we just got to do our hook. I'm tying a 5/0 Mustad Denny Brower hook on there. That's what I do most of my flipping with. And I always tie a snell knot when it comes to this stuff, especially when I have a big weight on. I really believe it makes a big difference for the mouth of the fish not popping open when you go to set the hook. So basically when I tie a snell knot here, it's just 6, 7, 8 wraps around the upper shank of the hook. Cinch it tight. Throw our plastic on here. I got a Nemesis Baits bullet crawl for this. Probably my favorite plastic when it comes to throwing a punch skirt or just Texas rigging, fishing heavy cover and big baits in general. And this is a B2, so we're gonna have a really pretty big bait by the time we're done with this. So I just Texas rigged that. And I would cut my tag end here, but for the sake of the video, I'm not going to do it. I do always want to leave at least a 1/4 inch on there, 3/8 of an inch. That way if something does slip, I got a little leeway when it comes to it. So Texas rigged that up there. I like to wet my line here. The reason I do that is it doesn't burn my punch stop as it goes down the braid. My punch stop will last longer. I'll have to mess with my bait less, and that's always a good thing. And you can see there what that snell knot does. It shoots it up. When you set the hook, you can get them in the roof of the mouth every time. Your bait is not going to just streamline follow that thing right out of its mouth. So that's what we got there. That's one of my favorite rigs for summertime. Always got it tied on, and it does catch big ones. So there you go.